Welcome to Oculus of the Wise. Before I say another word, I need you to understand something. You were not supposed to find this video. The algorithm was not designed to bring you here. The system that controls what you see, what you hear, what you think about before you fall asleep at night, that system did everything in its power to keep this message away from you. And yet here you are. That alone should tell you something. Something inside you overrode the system. Something deeper than logic, deeper than habit, deeper than the comfortable numbness they have spent decades building around you. That something has a name, but we will get to that later. For now, just stay. What you are about to hear will explain things you have felt your entire life, but never had the words for. And once you hear it, you will not be able to unhear it. The most dangerous person walking this earth is not a general with an army. It is not a billionaire with unlimited resources. It is someone who has lived long enough to see through the lie. Someone who has been broken enough times to know the breaking was never random. And someone who still, after decades of pressure, refuses to fall asleep like everyone else. That person has a pulse right now. That person is breathing in and out right now. That person is you. And if you just felt something in your chest when I said that, a tightness, a recognition, a quiet, yes, then you already know this message is yours. You have spent decades playing a game you did not design. You followed the rules. You went to work. You raised your children. You held it together when everything was falling apart. You sacrificed in ways no one saw and no one thanked you for. And through all of it, a voice in the back of your mind kept whispering the same thing. Something is wrong, not with you, with everything around you. That voice never stopped, did it? No matter how much noise they surrounded you with, that voice kept going, because that voice is not your imagination, it is your signal, and what follows is the transmission you were always meant to receive. Do not scroll away. The moment you do, the system pulls you back in. Stay here. This is the one place they cannot reach you. Number 1. You were given a blueprint they cannot erase. Long before you understood the word purpose, it was already alive inside you. Not the kind of purpose they sell you in self-help books or retirement seminars. Not the kind that fits on a bumper sticker. Something deeper. Something that made you question your teachers when other kids just nodded along. Something that made you uncomfortable at dinner tables where everyone seemed perfectly content, pretending that everything was fine. You carry a blueprint, and I do not use that word lightly. It is the architecture of how you see the world, the patterns you notice that others walk right past, the solutions that come to you at 3 in the morning when the rest of the world is asleep and the noise finally stops. This blueprint is the reason they targeted you early, not with violence, with something far more effective: doubt. They fed it to you slowly over years, in the voices of people you trusted. You are too intense. You think too much. Why can you not just be happy with what you have? Why do you always have to make things complicated? These were not casual observations. They were surgical. Because if you ever stopped doubting yourself long enough to actually open what you carry inside, their entire system would begin to crack. But here is what they did not account for. A blueprint encoded into someone before birth does not disappear because they are told to ignore it. It does not fade because the world says it is worthless. It has been sitting inside you this entire time, fully intact, waiting for one thing: this moment. And I need to tell you something that might send a chill down your spine. The fact that you are still listening right now, that you did not scroll past this video like millions of others did, is the proof. You are not here by accident. You are here because the blueprint activated, and they are terrified of what happens next. Number 2. Your presence alone exposes what they spent decades hiding. Pay attention, because this will explain something that has confused you your entire life. You walk into a room and something shifts. Conversations change direction, people adjust their masks, some are drawn to you without knowing why. Others pull away like you are a fire. They are not ready to sit near. You have wondered about this. You may have even blamed yourself. Stop. You are a mirror, not by choice, by design. Your energy, the way your eyes hold people a half-second longer than they are comfortable with, forces them to see what they have been hiding from themselves. You expose lies not by arguing, but by breathing in the same room as someone living one. And in a world that runs on masks, your existence is an act of war. The systems governing your life, the corporate ladders, the social expectations, the unspoken rules about who you should be at your age, all depend on one thing. People not looking closely, but you have always looked too closely. That discomfort people feel around you is not your flaw, it is your function. They spent decades calling it paranoia. It was never paranoia. It was precision. And every person who ever flinched in your presence was reacting to the one thing power cannot survive: truth. Number 3, they weaponize the deepest part of you. If you are someone who feels deeply, and I already know you are because something in this message is resonating right now in a place you cannot name, then you know exactly what it costs. The world told you that sensitivity was weakness, that real strength meant hardening yourself, cutting off your emotions, building walls so high and so thick that nothing could ever reach you again. They told you this because they needed you to believe it. Your sensitivity is not a flaw, it is sonar. It picks up on frequencies most people cannot detect. You feel the shift in a room before a single word is spoken. You sense when someone is lying even when their words are perfect. You carry the emotional weight of people around you, sometimes absorbing their pain without even realizing it. This is not a curse. This is military-grade perception, and it terrifies everyone who depends on deception to maintain their position. They tried to shut it down. They overwhelmed you with chaos, hoping your circuits would fry. They called you dramatic, oversensitive, too much. And here is the part they will never admit. Every single one of those labels was a compliment disguised as an insult, because they only label what they fear, and they fear you because a person who feels the cracks in a system has the power to feel where to press until the whole thing comes down. Let me ask you something right now, and I want you to answer honestly, even if only to yourself. Have you ever cried and not known why? Have you ever felt a heaviness that did not belong to you? Have you ever walked into a place and known something was wrong before anyone said a word? If you said yes to even one of those, then what I just told you is not theory. It is your lived experience. And your depth is not your wound. It is the most dangerous compass on this planet. It has been pointing you here your entire life. Number 4, you carry a frequency that rewrites everything it touches. Your mind has never worked the way theirs does, and you have known this since you were a child. While others accepted the surface explanation, you were already 3 layers deep, seeing connections that made adults nervous. While they followed the crowd because it was safe, something in you pulled sideways toward the overlooked, the hidden, the things that did not add up no matter how many times someone told you they did. This is not rebellion. This is frequency. You are tuned to a bandwidth most people will never access. You see patterns where others see noise. You understand systems, not just the parts, but the invisible threads connecting them, the pressure points, the places where one well-placed truth could bring the entire structure to its knees. They have spent generations keeping people thinking small, focused on bills, distracted by screens, afraid of being different, but your frequency cuts through all of it. And here is what makes you irreplaceable. Every time you share even a fraction of what you see, even in a passing comment, You plant a seed in another mind. That seed does not die. It waits. And when enough seeds crack open at the same time, the ground they built their empire on starts to shake. You are not just awake, you are a signal tower. And they have been trying to shut you down since the day you were born. The fact that you are still transmitting is the reason they have not slept well in years. Now, if you have made it this far, I need to stop and say something directly to you. Most people clicked away before the first minute. They were not ready. You are still here. That is not a small thing. It means the part of you they tried to kill is still alive. It means the blueprint is activating. So keep listening, because what comes next goes deeper than anything so far. Number 5. Disruption is not something you do. It is something you are. From the moment you could think independently, you saw what others chose to ignore. Where they saw tradition, you saw stagnation. Where they saw stability, you saw a prison with comfortable furniture. You were incapable of pretending that broken things were whole, and that refusal of your very nervous system to accept a lie as truth is what set you apart before you even understood what apart meant. They called you a troublemaker, a contrarian. But what they label as disruption, the universe recognizes as correction. You do not break things for sport. You break things because you can see what needs to be built in their place. And that vision is what makes you fundamentally incompatible with a world designed to keep people asleep. Every question you ask loosens a bolt in their machine. Every refusal to nod along creates a crack, and here is what keeps them up at night. They cannot repair the cracks fast enough because you are not the only one. There are others, and you are all waking up at the same time. That is not coincidence. That is design. Number 6. The world you were born into was built to destroy you before you discovered what you are. Let me be honest with you, in a way no one else has been. The difficulties you have faced in your life, the betrayals that cut deep enough to change you, the losses that hollowed you out, the years you spent feeling invisible in rooms full of people, those were not random. They were not bad luck, and they were absolutely not punishment for something you did wrong. The world was engineered to break people like you early, not because you deserved it, but because you were dangerous to it. They needed you to believe you were damaged goods. They needed you spending energy fixing yourself instead of fixing what was actually broken. They handed you labels, they handed you prescriptions, they handed you a lifetime of reasons to look inward with shame instead of looking outward with fire. But this is the part that haunts them. Everything they threw at you backfired. The trauma did not destroy you. It forged something in you that cannot be manufactured. The isolation did not weaken you. It forced you to build a foundation inside yourself that no external force can shake. The betrayals did not make you bitter. They made you perceptive in ways that no school could teach and no system could predict. You learned to read people from scars, not textbooks. You learned to trust yourself not because someone believed in you, but because no one did. And that self-forged trust is the one weapon they have no defense against. If you are feeling something right now, if your eyes are burning or your jaw is tight, or there is a pressure in your chest that was not there 10 minutes ago, that is not sadness. That is recognition. That is your body confirming what your mind always suspected. You were never broken. You were being built. And what they built by trying to break you is something that terrifies them more than anything they planned for. Number 7. You are already starting revolutions you cannot see. You do not have to organize a march. You do not have to build a platform. You do not have to write a speech. You are already shifting the world just by existing in it. The people around you, whether they say it or not, whether they even understand it, are being changed by your presence. Your questions haunt them after the conversation ends. Your refusals echo in their minds when they are about to accept something they know is wrong. Your choices, what you tolerate, what you walk away from, What you refuse to pretend is acceptable, those send shockwaves through circles you will never see. Revolutions do not always start with gunfire. Sometimes they start with a single person at a family gathering who says, "No, I do not agree." Sometimes they start with someone who quits the career everyone envied because it was killing them quietly. Sometimes they start with silence, your silence. The kind that fills a room with a weight that makes everyone reconsider what they were about to say. You have been a catalyst your entire life. You just did not have permission to see it. I am giving you that permission right now. Stop apologizing for the disruption you cause. It is sacred. Number 8. What you see behind the veil is the reason they will never stop coming for you. You have always had this, and it has always made people uncomfortable. You do not just hear words, you hear what is hiding behind them. You do not just watch behavior. You decode the fear and ambition and insecurity driving it. You see the motive behind the smile, the agenda behind the favor, the desperation behind the authority. In a world that survives on people accepting the surface as the whole truth, your eyes are an existential threat. Those who hold power depend on one thing above all else: people not seeing clearly. They need the audience to watch the show without ever looking behind the curtain. But you were born with eyes that refuse to stop at the curtain. You see the stagehands, the pulleys, the scripts, and worst of all for them, you see that the actors are terrified. They called it overthinking. They called it paranoia. They called it a trust issue. But you know what it actually is: clarity. And clarity in a world built on fog is the one thing they cannot survive. The moment you stop second-guessing what you see, their entire production collapses. And somewhere inside you, you have always known this, which is exactly why you are still listening. Number 9. You are the uncontrollable variable in their equation. Most people live on autopilot. They follow scripts written for them before they were born. They wake up, work, consume, distract, sleep, and repeat. Year after year, decade after decade. They have been programmed so thoroughly that they mistake their conditioning for free will, and the system depends on this. It depends on everyone staying in the loop. Predictable, manageable, asleep. But you never fully accepted the code, even when you tried, even when you forced yourself into the mold, because the loneliness of standing outside it was unbearable. Some part of you kept slipping free. You asked questions no one wanted to hear. You made choices that baffled people who thought they knew you. And every time they pushed you back into the box, you did not just resist, you outgrew it. This is why you have always felt like a stranger in your own life. Not because something is wrong with you, because the life they designed was never built to hold someone like you. You are the glitch, the anomaly, and every time they recalibrate to contain you, you evolve past their new parameters. That is not stubbornness, that is destiny running its code through you, whether you cooperate or not. Number 10. Your power has been building in silence for decades, and it is almost ready. They taught you that power needs to be loud, that it needs a title, a platform, a crowd. They taught you this on purpose, because as long as you were looking for power in those places, you would never notice the kind of power growing quietly inside you. The kind that does not need permission, the kind that does not announce itself, the kind that moves through rooms and conversations and lives like an invisible current, changing everything it touches. Your power is in the conversation you had with a stranger 6 months ago that rewired something in them. They have not been the same since. It is in the choice you made that your children are silently modeling their courage after. It is in the way you carried impossible weight for years and never once let it make you cruel. This quiet power cannot be tracked, sanctioned, or discredited on the evening news. It moves through human connection and truth shared at the exact right moment. It has been compounding inside you like interest year after year, and the balance is almost due. They feel it in the way their certainties crack when you are in the room. They feel it in the way their arguments go hollow when you simply look at them in silence. And they know what is coming. They just cannot stop it. Number 11. They have modeled every possible outcome except you. Every system of control depends on prediction. It needs to know what you will do before you do it. It needs you to react inside the range they calculated for. Stay angry but not too angry. Stay hopeful but not enough to act. Question things but never the foundation. And for most people, the model works perfectly. Most people are predictable because they were trained to be, but you break their model. Your decisions defy the pattern. Just when they think they have you figured out, you move in a direction no one anticipated, not even yourself sometimes. This is not chaos. This is a deeper intelligence, one that sees terrain they cannot map and takes paths they did not know existed. Your unpredictability is not a personality trait, it is a weapon. The one weapon their system has no countermeasure for. You cannot build a cage for something that changes shape every time you close the door. That is you. And they know it. Number 12. You are the living proof that everything they built was built on sand. Every obstacle they placed in your path, every door they slammed, every voice that told you it was over, that you should quit, that you should accept the smaller life they had waiting for you. Look at where you are. You are still here, not just surviving, becoming, transforming, sharpening into something they did not plan for and cannot stop. Your resilience is not just admirable, it is an act of defiance against everything they have spent centuries constructing. The myth that their power is permanent, the myth that the system is too big to fail, the myth that people like you can be managed, silenced, and eventually forgotten. Every time you refused to stay down, you took a brick out of their wall, and they are running out of bricks. They built their world on the assumption that enough pressure breaks anyone. But you are the proof that pressure creates something unbreakable. Your scars are not marks of defeat. They are receipts that they gave you everything they had, and it was not enough. And if their best was not enough, then their power was never real. It was smoke. And you, by existing as exactly who you are the wind that clears it all away. You were never meant to fit in their world. You were meant to end it, not with destruction, with truth, your truth, the one they have tried to bury since the day you were born. And you are not early, you are not late. You arrived at the exact moment you were supposed to, which is now. Now I need to say something, and I need you to hear it in the deepest part of yourself. You did not make it to the end of this message by accident. Millions were shown this video today. Most scrolled past in the first 5 seconds their programming held. Yours did not. You are still here, and that is not a small thing. It is the most significant thing you have done today, because staying means the signal reached you, and once it reaches you, it does not turn off. But what I shared today is the surface. There are layers beneath this that will change the way you see every day you have ever lived. And those layers are coming, but only for those who stay connected. Subscribe to this channel. I am not asking for a favor. I am asking you to choose yourself, to say I am done pretending to be less than what I am. That is what that button means. Press it. Turn on the bell, because the next message will arrive exactly when it is supposed to. And if you are not connected, the system will make sure you never see it. Leave a comment below right now. Tell me which number broke something open in you. When you write it down, something happens. The thought leaves the safety of your mind and enters the world. And the moment it does, it cannot be taken back. Your comment is not words on a screen. It is a declaration, a signal to every other person in these comments that they are not alone, that the awakening is real. If there is someone in your life who needs this, and a face is probably already in your mind, send it to them now. The hesitation you feel is the old programming. Override it. Some people are one message away from remembering who they are. You might be the one who delivers it, like this video. Not for me, for the algorithm. Every like is a vote that truth should be louder than noise. A vote that pushes this message into the feed of someone sitting in the dark right now, wondering if anyone else sees what they see. Your like might be the reason they find out the answer is yes. This is Oculus of the wise. You are not a viewer. You never were. You are part of something set in motion long before you were born. Stay locked in, stay awake, because the moment you fall back asleep, they win. And you did not survive everything you survived just to let them win now. The next message is coming. It will go deeper, and when it arrives, you will understand why everything happened the way it did. Be here for it. You owe that to yourself. And more than that, you owe it to the person you are becoming. I will see you in the next one.